Hey, this is Jordan, and this is a quick run through of the Write Your Way to Freedom community. So, it's a coaching course community that helps people learn how to become copywriters and then get jobs and clients so that they can do this full time. So, the first thing, it's an evergreen course. When people join, they immediately can go straight into the foundational on demand videos. And this is going to help them get up to speed really, really quickly with learning all of the beginner basics about copywriting, as well as just becoming a freelancer or an entrepreneur. So people can go through the course at their own pace. We've got videos, we've got downloads, and then there's discussions. We can mark it as complete. So it's a nice, robust video course, but that's not really where this community shines. It has a lot of coaching and community interaction areas. So, for example, we started with just one general discussion space, and we saw that a lot of people were posting job opportunities. So, we've expanded out from there and created one more space just for job opportunities. So, we're letting it grow organically and getting feedback from the community about what they really need and want. And then we'll build it out from there. There are three types of coaching live events that happen every single week. So the first one is just live Q&As. So every single week on Wednesday, we run live Q&As, and we've embedded a type form here so that people can submit their questions ahead of time. And then when the time comes for the event, we are running these through Circle live stream. So we get quite a good amount of attendance and questions every single week. And then we post the replays automatically here inside of Circle. So it's really great, makes it really easy to run. And then we've got a nice recap of all of the questions and topics that were covered, as well as the transcript. So this really helps with search. If people are coming up here and looking for different questions or topics, then they will see those. And for example, picking a niche. So this post will show up if someone types picking a niche, as well as one of the videos in the course that's all about picking a niche. A couple other live coaching events that we have every week. We have these work sessions. So we've got a different coach, Ryan, that jumps in here, as well as Chelly, and they run these different sessions that are all about how do you build this business and how do you get over different objections and challenges and hurdles. And so these happen a couple times a month. And we have a third type of live event that's happening each month with different coaches. So here we've got Carly and Kristen, and this is all around copy coaching. So getting specific feedback around the art of copywriting and how that works in the real world. So we've got Katie and Kelly and Kristen, these different coaches that come in and run a couple sessions per month. And then we post the replays here as well. So people get a lot of value out of this because new people are joining every day, and they can jump straight into getting help from coaches while they're working through their self-paced course. And then the last thing that's really interesting is because this community is pretty large, it's over 1,000 members, people naturally break down into smaller sub-cliques and subgroups to find people that are more similar to them. And maybe they're looking also for connections and relationships, and they want to talk about things that aren't just copywriting all of the time, which is okay, right? Because people are forming relationships, and that's a really big value of this community. So what we did was we created a specific area that has a lot of secret subgroups that we started with, and then we allowed people to fill out a questionnaire and ask for new subgroups. So these shared interest groups. So if they don't see one here, then they can ask for them. And if there's enough people who want them, then we'll create them. So right now, for example, let's say I'm living in my RV and traveling around the country, and there's a bunch of other people doing that. That's going to be a very different lifestyle than other people. And there's different challenges and things that people would want to talk about. So I'm going to join this RV life sub community. And what we're doing is it's actually an invitation link that goes into a secret space. So now that secret space has been added to my sidebar, and I have now become a member. So we have 70 members here out of 1,500 in the big, broad community. So now we have this small, little intimate space where we can talk about stuff that just pertains to us. And it's really cool. I will now see any new content that gets added here in my main feed, as well as my weekly digest. So it's a great way to keep things clean and separate and allow people to find their smaller crowd within the big community. So I hope you found it interesting.